Hey, it's Mike from Grab a Stack of Rock, and we are just here at the cottage enjoying the scenery. Paradise, right? I've showed you this place many times before. Here, have a look around. We'll just turn the camera a little bit. There. That's my view right now, and every time that I host Grab a Stack of Rock at the cottage. But there is a hidden danger here at Grab a Stack of Rock Summer HQ. We are only kilometers away from Bruce Nuclear. In fact, when we were kids in the late 80s and even into the early 90s, when we were up here for 2 weeks on an August summer holiday and there was nothing better to do, we would go take a trip up to Bruce Nuclear and take their tourist, do their tourist afternoon. And you'd be able to push buttons and see things light up. They had things that you could lift, like this thing that represented a spent uranium fuel bundle. It was really interesting. But we've always been aware of Bruce Nuclear being right over there. You can actually see it in some of my drone videos. If I go high enough, you can see Bruce Nuclear right on the lakeshore. Go nuclear! So living here, this is something that you are issued as a resident in cottage country. This is our emergency preparedness information kit. Everything you need to know to be prepared for an emergency in your community. It doesn't say anything to do with nuclear on the front nuclear or the back, but we all know what this is for. So let's take a look inside cottage country's emergency preparedness kit. They only gave us 3 kits, and there are 4 people here, so I guess if there is a nuclear emergency, Jen is out of luck. Don't wait for an emergency, be ready in advance. Now, to be fair, Canadian nuclear reactors are some of the safest in the world. Look up CANDU reactors. We've never had an incident here, but never say never, I suppose, and that's why you have emergency preparedness kits. So inside, you can see there's a pen, and it says, make a plan, write it down. And then there's some other things as well. So let's take a look at the pen. Has their website, Be Prepared, Gray and Bruce, Huron.com. That's a mouthful. I'm sure they could have thought of a better one. Nice pen. Oh, this isn't. Listen to that. Listen to that clicking sound. That's a nice pen. Kudos. They didn't skimp on the pen. And it has like a pre-cut slot in this box here where you just slide the pen in. That's really nice. Okay, lots of stuff here. Let's grab these things in order. Okay, here's the first instance of the word nuclear. Nuclear emergency preparedness. Being prepared gives you the power to act quickly and confidently. This is supplied by Bruce Power, and you can see all kinds of symbols there. A cell phone, a nuclear thing, a radio, a megaphone, a map, and pills. We'll talk about that. Evacuating. It is important you do not evacuate unless instructed to do so. There's a little map here. Stay calm and follow instructions provided. Turn on the radio. Keep your previously packed 72-hour emergency kit and ensure it has everything you need for a few days. Turn off furnace, air conditioning, other air intake mechanisms. Close and lock all windows and doors. Whew. Wow. There's evacuation centers in Kincardine. Here's a photograph of Bruce Nuclear. That's a view from the north to the south. Like I said, I've been there many times. We used to go there for summer holiday things to do. So I don't think anybody wants me to read this entire thing, but there are sections here. Steps Bruce Power would take in the event of a nuclear emergency. Safety systems. Bruce Power's CANDU reactors have independent emergency shutdown systems that provide layers of protection against a nuclear emergency. There you go. What you can expect in an emergency. In the unlikely event of a nuclear incident, it would take many hours and days to unfold. Oh, that's interesting. Bruce Power would notify local and provincial governments within 15 minutes. I think they should notify them sooner than 15, but hey, whatever. Alert Ready. That's a system in Canada's emergency alerting system. Okay. Kincardine alert notification. There's a link and all kinds of stuff, and there's some specific radio stations to tune into. Do not turn your radio off until the official all clear has been issued. And now we get to the pills. So let's take a look here. We have a box of Rad Block pills, potassium iodide tablets. And there's some instructions here. This is in French on the back. But the English instructions say potassium iodide. In the unlikely event of a nuclear incident involving release of a radioactive iodine, one of the health risks is a possible internal exposure of the thyroid gland to radioactive iodine. One way to protect the thyroid is to take Ki, potassium iodide. Taken only when instructed, protects the thyroid from observing radioactive iodine, but does not shield or protect from other types of radiation. Pre-distributed to homes, businesses, schools, and daycares within 10 kilometers. So there you go. There's a 10-kilometer range where we get this. If you're instructed to shelter indoors, go to your home or workplace. If necessary, inform other people to do the same. Close all windows and doors, blah, blah, blah. Same information. Okay, but there's more. There is more. There is a pamphlet. Be prepared with all kinds of symbols on it. All kinds. Bug repellent, sunscreen, glasses, prescriptions, chargers, all kinds of symbols. This is rather big. There's your, I guess this is telling you what to pack for your emergency preparedness kit that they talked about in a previous booklet. Stock emergency supplies, emergency evacuation, be prepared for a power outage. So it shows gas, it shows generators. Here's some more maps with more information about the potassium iodide tablets. Community emergency management. Voucher for potassium iodide tablets. So this is if you're within 50 kilometers, you can send this in and they'll send you some potassium iodide tablets. Oh, look right there. Bruce Power Visitor Center. That's where we used to go on summer holidays all the time. So this is a list of places that you can send it to get your free iodine pills. And then you have your nuclear emergency plan here. Good thing you have a pen already. Then we have this flyer. Are you prepared? We're here to help. Resources, resources, resources. This is distributed by the Township of Kincardine. We have more. We have a letter from Bruce Power. January 2025. Dear residents, Bruce Power, blah, 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 Municipality of Kincardine. Here's your stuff. Proper and safe disposal of expired potassium iodide is encouraged. They even provide a pre-packaged envelope to send your expired pills. And there it is. There it is. Bruce will take care of it for you. He lives in North York, but he will take care of your expired nuclear iodide pills. And there's the full envelope. So there you go, folks. This is what happens when you live in cottage country. You get emergency preparedness information kits. There you go. These are given out to all the residents. Don't wait for an emergency. Be ready. Here on Grab a Stack of Rock.